Okay. I thought you said ADC.
No. All right, guys. Hello. We are getting into it. This is going to be one of the most hype matches, in my opinion, of this entire league. We got on one side Rubber Ducky team. They are number one in the standings. And then we have Mailbox's Angels coming off of 3 straight wins. They win this game. They're fighting for first place in the league. A lot going on and a lot of pressure for both these teams.
Absolutely. So what are your thoughts about this matchup? Like, what are you looking for?
I'm going to be looking for both mids and jungles, as LP Bandito has been exceedingly dominant this whole entire year, and especially since he's moved on to Mailbox's Angels. And Mailbox has been climbing up there in the jungle rankings for the past 3 weeks. So those two definitely a very big highlight point of Mailbox's Angels.
I'm actually pulling it up here. I feel like this is the game that's really going to set the tone for going forward into the playoffs. Sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at this team, and honestly, one of my favorite teams to watch for the past couple weeks has been both these teams. They've been super exciting to watch. I'm stoked to see this, honestly. I think that for the past 3 weeks, after the changes with Mailbox's Angels, they've really improved. All year long, Rubber Ducky team has been just so consistently dominant. And there's a reason they are number one. And then the climb from Mailbox's Angels to 9th to, I think it's 3rd. It is 3rd. It's just insane. Such a great comeback story. And one of the things I do want to point out in this matchup, both of some of the lower ranked players on the team are the supports, and Runeteino and Shino. But Runeteino is ranked 4th in the support role. Yes, he is. He is the 4th ranked support in the league, and he has consistently been in the top 5 actually all year, even whenever the team wasn't doing that great. So we are going to get into the draft phase here.
Now, some people believe that the support pool is the shallowest of the roles. It'd be cool to watch some of these supports pop off this game, really show everyone what's up.
And we're going to see 2 ADC bans from the side of Mailbox's Angels and the LP Bandito's Vel'Koz on top of the Kayn. We haven't seen him play Kayn a lot. What do you think about the ban on Kayn over Talia, who he's just been dominant
on? I feel like as far as a lot of teams are concerned, if they can just get Mailbox off of his 2 main champions, they're going to look to play a safe comp.
Definitely, Mailbox is one of the best junglers in this league, if not the best jungler in this league. I'm curious to see if he pulls out.
He's been playing great.
And it looks like they're hovering the Olaf. And he will be playing the Olaf. So we got an Olaf versus Nunu. What do you think about those matchups?
Interesting. This is going to be a really interesting jungle matchup, actually. We saw... I'm trying to remember exactly which team it was, but we saw an Olaf picked into a Nunu, and the Olaf popped off. And he was almost unstoppable. So this is going to be interesting.
I also do like the Ziggs versus Fizz matchup. Fizz has a very high kill pressure on the Ziggs, but Ziggs can just demolish through turrets so amazingly. As we do see the Ashe banned out. He played Ashe last week and did pretty well. And the Samira banned out on Nikolai's champ pool.
I believe it was last week that we saw Edge the Owl get like a 20 kill spree on the Silas. It's going to be really interesting in this mid matchup because LP Bandito does not get, dived on very easily. You got to be really, really careful going in on LP Bandito. We see the Vayne on Nikolai into the Jhin.
We do see the Rel pulled out. The Rel is pulled out, the self-proclaimed Rel god in Runeterra.
Wait a second, is this Shen support?
Yes.
This could be really interesting. We've got a Shen into a Rel. You know, I haven't. I don't know about you, Mr. Red Panda, but I haven't had the pleasure or displeasure of playing with or against a Rel in bot lane. Have you had any experience with that?
I do duo abuse with Runeterra. So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
his favorite. This is his favorite champ. He is insane on it. The thing you got to keep in mind is with the Shin support is that Shin can lock down one target, and Shin can also lock them down as they're going to just be held in place whenever they get taunted. But Runeterra's engages on the Rel, as we even saw last week, were so good. And these two bot laners, I'm super excited to see play against, because Nikolai's been really good, and I'm pretty sure One Above is ranked the #1 ADC right now, if I am correct.
I believe he is, yes.
So we will be going on a 3-minute delay pause before we get in this game. Is there any more you want to say about these two teams and these matchups?
I don't believe so.
One thing I would like to point out is Sunny Bob. I think he's been super underrated since this team started. He has been really consistent on the tanks, and I kind of am wondering about the Set Maokai. That's one of the matchups we actually didn't talk about during the draft. What do you think about the Set versus the Maokai?
I believe it's going to this. I've been out of the top lane a long time, my friend. But the way that I see it is, if Maokai can get the short trades that they want, you know, like E into the wave as they're going in for the last hits that they want on the minions. If Maokai can, say, get the E off onto the set and get a grass proc off, if that's the runes that they're gonna go, and then walk away, then they might see some success here. It's a lot easier to itemize, in my opinion, as the Maokai than it is on the set. You know, I mean, into a Vayne Olaf set, something like a Bramble Vest, especially into the fully built Thornmail, is going to be really, really important onto the Olaf set.
And we do see a lot of CC coming in on the side of Ducky team, but you can't really CC in Olaf. He's very hard to lock down in CC, but their team fight comp is very, very good on everybody but the Olaf. The Olaf is able to counter a lot of that CC that we're seeing.
So I've been looking mostly so far at the individual lane matchups, but insofar as like each individual team comp goes, I think I like Rubber Ducky teams better. You know, I mean, the Nunu, the Maokai, the Shen are there. You have the ability to play front to back. You have the ability to peel for your carries, and you have the ability to engage without any fear. And you've got one person to do a bit of both between those three champions. And if the Fizz and Jin get ahead, this game might be over. So it's going to be interesting to see what Mailbox does to prevent that.
It definitely, I think one of the main people he wants to try and snowball is the Vayne and the Ziggs. Ziggs being able to take the towers just so quickly. Vayne just so slippery in the team fights. But the lockdown CC, like I said, could be targeted on the Vayne very heavily.
Man, I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to get into this one. This is going to be a good match.
I've been excited. I'm missing the Cloud9 game for this. That's how hyped up I am to see this game. I'm wearing a Cloud9 sweatshirt. I'm repping it up, but I'm missing it just to see these two teams play. As we are loading in on this, we're gonna try and sync up. So I'm good. Are you good, Sela? Are you synced up?
Keep going. Yeah, we're good. All right, so we're seeing a 5-point from the side of Rubber Ducky team. Looking for a counter invade on the side of Mailbox's Angels here.
We could see very quick action into this game unless they decide to back off. Nunu did back, but of course Mailbox's Angels is not going to know about that. Set pinging on the ward in the top side. So they do have the top side vision, but luckily everybody is down in the bot lane. So
I don't believe Set knows that he was spotted out there.
He did ping it. He pinged the ward that was placed. So it was. I think it was placed on him, or he could have seen it from a distance. But it looks like Nunu is going to start at the red buff and Olaf on the blue buff. So that gives both bot lanes a chance to not have to leash.
Oh, we're going to see some action here in the bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like Shin going to go in as the Rogue tries to get the counter engaged. Jin able to get the force shot off, but not a lot of damage came off onto Runeato, but quite a bit of damage chunked into the Vayne.
Yeah, I would not want that start as a Vayne right now. She's at half HP.
She is starting the Doran shield though, so she will get some health back pretty quickly. As we do see Jin is starting boots for potions. That is an interesting. He also went biscuits. He's going the fleet footwork build.
This Jin is not scared of trades. Merchantman Jin.
As we do see a little bit of trading going on the top side. Looks like it's going to be in the favor of Set, as they are pushing the wave in on bot lane.
Set has level here. He has his E, so...
Looks like Maokai. Oh, he is going to run up. Let's see if he can get something off here, as the Maokai is able to save himself with that knockback. LP Bandito able to get that deep vision in. They know that the Raptors are clear, so they should know that he is on bot side as bot side is pushed up. As it looks like Olaf, surprisingly, is going to have the camp advantage right now. But they are at the similar CS. So they're deciding not to clear the... not Raptors, the
Crux. Running. Okay. You know, I'm really surprised that Sonny Bop was not playing the early levels aggressively. He got his level 2 and
looks like he does get the first blood. He does get the first blood though. As soon as you say that, he is able to get in there and be aggressive. He could probably hear you, man. Don't be trash talking.
I guess so. I've got a direct. This just in. I've got a direct line into Mailbox's Angels headquarters.
As we do see both junglers pathing towards that bot side.
Looking for something here. He knows it's not warded. He might intercept the Nunu.
As we see the engage off go on Morel. Double stun onto the Shin. Shin able to get the block in. We see Nunu come down, get the snowball on. Olaf could be killed here, as it seems like the Vayne is trying to save him. Vayne trying to get out, and it looks like there will be a double kill here in the bot lane. They are not going to probably be able to get the rel, but they do get the taunts off there. Trying to see what they can do.
They might go for it.
It's going down. Fizz gets the damage, and that is 3 kills into the bot lane.
That's a full 1,000 gold lead now, 4 minutes into the game. Shen managing to survive.
And the Shen, on amazingly low HP, was able to get off the taunt. As we do see trades going down here in the top lane again. Set is going on the Maokai. Maokai knocks him back. Set able to get a little bit more in, and he does win out on the trade, obviously, as Set has a lot of early advantages.
Just so I know everyone can't see the stats exactly, but the bot side of Rubber Ducky team is 1,000 gold in the lead now between the support and the ADC.
Oh, misses the snowball onto the Ziggs, but the Ziggs is not moving. Able to get himself out though, as we do see Set pushing up on this tower.
I think Aided caught Bandito in the shop menu there.
Yeah, as the Olaf is going to push into the jungle a little bit, just hovering around it. May commit, but this Fizz and this Nunu could stop him if they wanted to.
He's dancing, and Set is definitely coming down to help his boy out.
Able to get the big raptor, but it looks like he's going to back off, give all the baby raptors up. He got the main raptor. And looks like some relative, even CS, even though Vayne had to back, she's definitely keeping up in this, as we do see Fizz push up a little bit, but able to slow him down. We do see Ocean Drake will be the first Drake out. We see advantages in the mid lane, and we see advantages in the bot lane, as we were able to get that early Dirk. So could be going for the Eclipse build here. What do you think about the Eclipse build on Jhin over the Gale Force?
It's something they can do. It'll be interesting to see if they get some dedicated tanks on the side of Mailbox's Angels. But on a separate note, the waves are exactly where Rubber Ducky wants them. Their bot side is probably going to look to push this out so that Nunu can take easy drag.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we do see another fight in the top side. Able to get him close to the turret. Will probably pick up this kill. Flashes for it, but able to flash away. He's going to speed himself up. The ultimate coming out from Maokai. Able to live off of a sliver of HP, but we do see they are setting up that vision for that dragon. Nunu hovering around it. Sorry to interrupt you there, but this is just a fiesta top lane right now.
Absolutely. I really like to see Sunnybot play this matchup aggressively.
And Nunu should be getting this first Drake here, as we see Fizz zoning them off pretty well. They all backed anyway, but the first Ocean Drake will go over to the side of Rubber Ducky team. And an Ocean Drake, I feel like, as a bot laner, I love Ocean Drake early. It gives you a lot of chances for that mana regen. They are trying to get the control, and Fizz able to get out.
1 moment.
We're seeing a lot of trading mid lane. Just shoved under the turret. They're still getting the damage off, as they do block the root by Jhin. And relative, we have seen an increase in CS and gold on this Jhin in the bot lane. Jhin getting ahead, never want to see a Jhin get ahead, as we do see battle in the jungle, able to go towards Nunu for that big raptor as he tried to smite it, but the Consume was able to get it. Looks like Jhin on his force shot was able to stun the Rel, but not going up. He does get the force shot off on Rel. Not too much of a problem for the Rel. Rel's pretty tanky, but we do see them still pressuring this lane very heavily, as we see the set go in again on the Maokai. The root on the Maokai knocks him towards the turret. We're seeing the Nunu answer. He's gonna have to back up here. I don't think he's gonna be able to 1v2 this. He's locked down. Nunu is getting him. He cannot get the Maokai, and the Maokai will live. That is a good trade right there in the top lane, able to give the Maokai a little bit more of an advantage, try and get back in this game. As we do see Olaf kind of hovering around there, maybe trying to get the vision around the Rift Herald. But we do see resets in this, as looks like Fizz is able to get his blasting wand and a Noon Quiver on Vayne. I missed that one. But we might be seeing a Gore Drinker out of this Olaf, obviously. Very powerful item right now.
So, sorry to interrupt the action, but would you be so kind as to tick off the time for me one more time?
Yes, it is 9:05, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
So while we were trying to fix that, we did see them able to get the Rift Herald on the Mailbox's Angels side. Still a pretty significant gold lead coming over from Rubber Ducky team. And the set maybe wanting to see if he could do something to Maokai. I would not here. I don't think they know where Nunu is. So he decides to back off. So we do see one of the win conditions you were talking about is getting this Fizz and this Jhin ahead. And they've been doing pretty good at getting this Fizz and Jhin ahead. Looking pretty deadly right now. As we do see Maokai try and go in, and he gets him to back off and misses the shot, able to get some farm. Going in again, he's trying to be greedy here, and he gets him backed off again. I'm really sorry I keep interrupting you, man, but there's just so much action going on in this top lane, man.
It's really interesting seeing this Maokai try to take a bit more extended trades, because like
right now even trying to do it as he gets the root. He brings him towards him. He's gonna use the ult. down. Maokai has to get out of here. He does use his ult. He's going to chase
the
down
Shen
this
is coming
set.
in.
The Shen coming in off the teleport, and it looks like this is going to be the end for the set. And as we go down to the bot lane, Nunu is ganking it, but Rel able to get a crucial stun off. It looks like he's going to even get the Nunu off of him. Vayne able to come in here. The Rel ult coming through. They have to flash out as Olaf is able to
clean up.
Olaf, I don't think he should be able to. The wave is not pushed in. They're going to have to back off here. But this Rel making a godlike play to save that Vayne. The Vayne would have been done if he did not hit that stun. He gets the ult on, forces the flash. Such a good playmaking decision by Nikolai and Runetedo here. As we see, he does complete his support item.
We've got Fizz roaming into Olaf's jungle. We might see some backup for him here, but of course, being Fizz, you can just walk up to Olaf and leave for free.
So we see, sorry, Shen trying to get a good engage there. As they do actually get the engage onto Runetedo. This Rel is in some big trouble, and it looks like Jhin is going to ult, able to get the first shot off, and it looks like Fizz is in a little bit of trouble, tries to save him, is able to force the flash out of the Olaf, and Fizz is going to get out of this scot-free. Looks like Nunu wants a little bit more down here on this Vayne, but he's going to back off. This Jhin is looking unstoppable right now. The Nunu able to just get such good ganks off. It looked like he wasn't going to be able to get anything there, and then just traps Runetedo into the tower. Even in his tank form, just could not take all that damage.
That was really good ult positioning by Jhin because he had he had something on the front and he had something on the back. He was providing a wall of death, if you will, for the Fizz.
As we do see, this Mountain Drink is going to be up. You definitely do not want to give this over to this side of Rubber Ducky team. We are going to see them drop the Rift Herald as Olaf is going to engage, but Fizz is just able to hop out. Shen trying to take care of this Rift Herald. They are under the tower.
He's taking some damage, though.
Yep, took a little bit of damage from it as we see Nunu trying to snowball down. He's able to hit the Rel, not exactly the prime target, but it looks like they're going to get the ult off. So much damage coming through. Shen is low. The Nunu's going to continue to go in. And then Set trying to clean up some damage, gets caught out. Set is going to be one down as we see a 1-for-0 trade for Rubber Duckies. They still won a little bit more, but they're going to back off and take this Mountain Drake. Vayne was not there for that fight. And that Vayne probably could have impacted that fight a little bit more for how much Nunu was up there, but you definitely don't want to give this Mountain Drake over to the side of Rubber Ducky. They have, such good tanks.
Absolutely not.
Looking a little grim right now. The gold lead is about 1,000 gold, just a little bit more now with the Drake, but both Drakes now going over to the side of Rubber Ducky, as it's going to be the Infernal Soul for this. Insane play so far. A lot of bloody action as we expected. Nunu's going to take Fizz is going to take a little bit of damage, but it shouldn't be much of a problem for him. He's going to be able to back up. We did see first turret go down. So the first turret.
Something to note here. Vayne is infamous for her scaling. Do you think that Mailbox's Angels? Do you think that they are going to be putting their eggs in the basket, I guess you could say, of the Vayne, in the Vayne basket?
They kind of have to.
Trying to scale up.
I mean, they kind of have to at this point, really. Like, look at all the players in this game. She can chunk down so easily in the front line with her ult, how it's going to be really hard to capture her, and get some CC off on her. But, yeah, they kind of have to. She's definitely one of their win conditions in this game right now. But Jhin just able to keep her from scaling pretty hard. We're going to see her try to collect some farm in the jungle, though.
She is hanging in there pretty well. Nikolai on the Vayne.
Yeah, she's pretty close to Jin's CS, but we got to keep in mind that Jhin does have the 2 kills and the 3 assists. She hasn't been able to even get an assist yet, which is kind of surprising for how much action's been going on in the bot lane. So, like we said, this is 2 of the top ADCs right now going at it, and 0 kills just coming up on top with a lot of help from that Nunu. Do see them shoving in the tower. Olaf might try to answer this. Coming down, but they are going to back off as we see Fizz taking some damage from the Ziggs. As we see, there's another trade in top lane. He hits the level 10, able to root him down, pushes him back. He's taking a lot of damage here, able to get the haymaker, trying to get through, and it looks like he's just going to go down, though. He was not able to do anything, but he does escape with a sliver of health. We do see Jhin get the stun on Rel, and we do see Nunu going for the snowball. They're going to try and engage on this Vayne, as the snowball will not hit. Vayne comes out to see another day.
Olaf coming in for the counter gank. The Vayne gets off the E.
And that is another stun by Runeated. He should be able to bring this champ down, as the kill does go over to the Olaf instead of the Vayne. So just the assist on Vayne, as we do see some trading going on in the mid lane. LP Bandito uses the ult, tries to get something out, and it looks like Fizz is able to dodge some damage out, as the Comet could kill. No,
dodges going to go down?
Fizz could go down here, but Playful Trickster should be up for him. But we do see them chasing him down as we get a little touch.
In the bot lane there, I really feel like Rubber Ducky team had that under control until the Vayne Condemn came in.
Yeah, definitely able to still hit some key shots. Nikolai not letting this early letdown affect him. He's just going to continue to try and truck on. Guy's got a really good mental from when I talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy seeing him play. I enjoy seeing if he can come back from this. Definitely a hard lane for Vayne early against the Jhin. I'm sure it's not affecting him too much. As we do see the scuttle go over to Rubber Ducky team. As this Herald is up, we could see Rubber Ducky team go for this Herald, but it looks like they're going to go a little bit away from it. They don't have a ton of vision on it. They have the vision on the Tribush, but Mailbox Angel has no vision on it.
Something to note is that the gold lead over the past few minutes has shrunk to such a small degree that both teams have been basically equal for the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, as we say that, they do get a turret though, and gonna increase that lead a little bit. But Fizz does also
gonna set up for Dragon here, don't you think?
Yeah, they definitely are. They're trying to get the vision control right there, but they do have the mid lane turret gone. He could push this up, but the lane seems to be pushing. Vayne has to answer that. So this is definitely an advantage for Rubber Ducky team. And they are surrounding this Ziggs as they're pushing up into the jungle. And the Nunu definitely could start this up on his own. Dragon's not up for a little bit, though.
Oh, the Jhin did spec into the Gale Force, by the way.
He did. The early serrated Dirk's just probably going towards the Collector. Also, just being able to chunk down a Vayne with the lethality.
Absolutely, it's a very, very potent 1100 gold power spike.
And we do see them clearing the vision towards the Dragon Pit, as they're going to have all 5 there. Maokai's not there, but does have TP up, but there is no ward near the Dragon Pit. As we see, Maokai's going to TP in, and we're going to see
they really want to go in on this from the top side. Nunu coming in from the bottom side for the engage.
It looks like they're going to hit it on the Olaf, but Olaf able to get the ult off. It looks like the Rel gets trapped down, but the Haymaker coming in from the set as we see the Nunu ult come through. LP Bandito gets down the Shin. Fizz going through, and Fizz is now down, as it looks like Maokai could be the next one over. Jhin might be able to clean this up. He's gonna back off of it. Does actually get the curtain call off, and it looks like Nunu's gonna try and help him get off on this set. And the set goes down. I mean, Olaf goes down. Here. Jhin able to get a lot of damage off, but the Ziggs trying to zone him off. But you do have a Nunu with Consume. We saw how much health that healed him up off of the Olaf. But both these teams are going to have to probably back off this Dragon. But
I don't know. Like I don't think Aided wants to back off this Dragon. He's a Nunu and he knows it.
As we do see the Ziggs and Vayne roaming up a little bit, but this Dragon's just going to go down to Consume. So much health that he can just get back from that Consume.
That's third Drake in 19 minutes. I think we're going to see Rubber Ducky team really go after this next Dragon here. And it is going to be Infernal Soul.
For the first time in the game, though, they do have a gold lead on Rubber Ducky team. Over Rubber Ducky team, sorry. As we do see a pause right here, it looks like they're saying a little bit of lag going on in the internet. So a lot of fights going on right now. A lot of them going in the favor of Rubber Ducky team. I just had to take a drink. My throat, I don't know if it can handle it, but I don't think my mental is going to be able to handle it either, man. This is insane.
I feel that. I absolutely feel that, man.
So much back and forth. They put a lot of pressure into that top side. Sunny was doing really well. Has the 4 deaths though, but Nunu was 0 deaths, and the Jim was 0 deaths. We see the only gold bounty on the other side is a 450 golds on the Jin, and LP Bandito with 200.
Now, something to note is that after all of that action, everyone, the gold lead is currently 0. So both teams are tied at 30.3 thousand gold.
Yeah, for a split second there, even after they took the Drake, Mailbox's Angels had like a 0.2 thousand gold lead. So 200 gold lead. My math is horrible.
So while it is, I would say the game is currently in Rubber Ducky team's favor. But Mailbox's Angels are absolutely still in this game to win it. So, I mean, each team has a tower. It's just the dragon advantage is really going to hurt if they let that soul point go.
Yeah. So since we're on a pause, I know that a couple different people have done a trivia question. I'm going to ask you the same thing, I think that Nikolai asked me. How many champions in this game have a world skin?
Have a world skin? Like,
just not being used right now, but how many champions in this game have a world skin?
In League of Legends or in this current match?
League of
like
Legends.
The champions. Okay.
In League of Legends.
Let me think. There's Fnatic, IG, Samsung Galaxy. There's a few more. I'm gonna go with 35.
35? I said no, champions in this game right now. Sorry, like the Maokai, Nunu.
Okay.
Yeah, how many people in this game right now have it? You're probably right though. About
no, Shen has one. Nunu has one. Jen has one. Olaf. Does Olaf have one? I don't think Olaf has one. Vayne has one, so I'm gonna go with a guess of either 4 or 5.
It is 5. You're forgetting Bangi's SKT Olaf that you were doubting there for a second.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't
Bangi
sure.
in his third World Championship did select the Olaf. So that was actually the year that he pulled out the Nidalee for the first time ever and completely smurfed. I wanted to see him pick Nidalee as kind of like a taunt to Peanut, but he did go with the Olaf instead. So it looks like the pause is going to be a little bit longer. I just thought that would kill enough time, but it does look like Aided was having some internet issues, has not reconnected yet.
Thank you for the quick trivia.
You're welcome. I can't think of another question, so how about we just go to a quick pause? We'll let people, tune in a little bit, some other stuff, and be back when Aided is able to reconnect.
adrenaline. I need a rush of it right under my skin. Taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Like in the morning, air so fresh and so clean. It's taking me over, oh adrenaline. Taking me higher, taking me higher, taking me higher, taking me higher, 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 higher. Adrenaline. I need a rush of it right under my skin. Taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Like in the morning, air so fresh and so clean. It's taking me over, oh adrenaline. Taking me higher, 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 taking me higher. Adrenaline. I need a rush of it right under my skin. Taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Like in the morning, air so fresh and so clean. It's taking me over, oh adrenaline. I need a rush of it right under my skin. Taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Like in the morning, air so fresh and so clean. It's taking me over, oh adrenaline. Adrenaline. I need a rush of it right under my skin. Taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Like in the morning, air so fresh and so clean. It's taking me over, oh adrenaline. Taking me higher, taking me higher, taking me higher, so high adrenaline. Taking me higher, taking me higher, taking me higher, so high adrenaline.
All right, so we are back after the pause. The jungler was having a little bit of connection issues, but he should be fine now. As I did have just a lag spike, so while not a lot of actions going on, it's 58, 59, 20, 1, 2,
Yep.
3. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. But we might just see a little bit of a slower game, as usually happens when a pause comes through. We were talking about during the pause, though, that this is just anybody's game still. Even with the drag disadvantage, this is still just anybody's game.
Absolutely.
As we do
Something else
see,
to point out is Olaf is 40 CS ahead of the Nunu. So he's definitely. Well, I'm not really sure how much gold 9 assists would give. It's 4.5 kills, right?
I think so. It's
Something like that.
you got to also remember that the Nunu's been ganking a lot more than the Olaf.
Oh,
The Olaf's
absolutely.
been farming. So Nunu's been helping out his team get ahead, and the Olaf's
Nunu has 90% KP.
yeah. He's been a part of almost every team fight. We are going to see the snowball come through, but I don't think it's going to do anything. That was a nice jump off by him. But it looks like the Maokai is going to try and engage on the set. He is getting the good damage.
See a counter engage?
They're
We're going to see another fight in the mid lane.
Because it looks like they are going to be able to get out, though. All 4 players trying to go and take advantage of the fact that Fizz was bot lane. Couldn't get much out of it. Did use the Vayne ult. Nothing came out of it, so not the greatest trades for them. But and it looks like Maokai going to go in again, but this set is just reliant. He is wanting
this
to
set
kill
is
this.
looking rough right now.
I think he's a little too focused on getting the kill on that Vayne, or not Vayne, Maokai. But we do see the red buff switched over to the Jhin. And no red buff up for them, so he'll have the red buff advantage if they decide to fight soon. And it looks like they're going to hover a little bit towards that Baron. They do have vision control on it. We see a lot of bot side vision here for Mailbox Angels, and the top side vision is going to go through for Rubber Ducky team. They are scouting it out. It looks like they are going to go for a gank on this set. Nunu preparing the snowball. Can he hit this set? Set is going to get knocked up. The Jin trying to get the stun, doesn't get it. The haymaker coming through onto the Nunu. He's trying to do everything he can to live. He gets the flash off on top of that shield, and he might live this, but the Jin all coming through. Curtain call. Can he hit the... nope, he backs out of it. Not able to hit the set. So it was such a good play by Set there to get out alive. He is going to have to back, though.
You know, I don't think that one above knew that Set was still in his ultimate, his curtain call.
The haymaker, you mean?
No,
the curtain call.
Yeah, I don't think that the Jin knew that the Set was still in his curtain call.
Oh, okay, I know what you're saying now. Yeah. Yeah, I think they were just trying to back off. I don't know if it was an accident. It might have been an accident. You definitely want to get the kill off on that Set, especially as the Jin. But they are going to... We're going to see the Nunu reset. We're going to see Maokai go back up to the top lane. And then we see the Shin and the Jin, but not too much action going on for once, actually. But Vayne is trying to get up there. She is behind in CS now, but she does have the Kraken Slayer. We'll see what she gets off of her back.
Let's see, the Maokai now pinging his team to start setting up for the Dragon here. Soul point for red team. They've got 4 people out of the base in the bot side. They currently have a better position, or they're on pace rather to get to the Dragon first. We'll see who
they
gets
do have the
there.
vision control, though, as they are wiping out the vision right there. Maokai does have TP, but he's going to just try and roam down there by himself. We did see every player on Mailbox's Angels, I'm pretty sure, back and get full gold that they could, all the stats that they could, as this Dragon's going to start up soon.
Are we going to see a Maokai ult from above this fight? I don't think you want to be here if you're Mailbox's Angels.
As they are pushing up a little bit, Maokai is coming up closer, and we do see him right there. He has not used his ultimate yet. Is using the ultimate, and then we see the stun come off. The Rel is going to try and stun a couple different people, but it looks like they are going to get the kill onto the Vayne. That is a huge loss for Mailbox Angels in this team fight, but they are trying. Set is going up here. Can he do anything? Nope. He gets off, and the Shin saves him.
Olaf doesn't succeed.
No.
Olaf peeled off the main fight and couldn't get the Jin.
The Jin
now we see
still
a 3v3. 4v3, excuse me. Fizz is still alive.
Yeah, this Jin is popping off. 0 deaths, 5 kills, and 4 assists. But we do see the Dragon starting up for this Olaf, but Rel is going to go down, as it looks like Fizz on the Playful Trickster is going to try curtain call. He will take down this Olaf, as it looks like the sliver of HP that they have, they are going to be able to get this Dragon. Vayne is not going to get there in time. And
this is not looking... this is not really what Mailbox's Angels really wanted here.
You see the engagement shit, though, and the shutdown going towards him. And
that's unfortunate. That was a pretty close call with the Dragon. He smited it at 150 health.
Yeah, I don't think they were too worried about it. They do have the consume as well, but everybody was kind of backed off. Vayne wasn't going to get there on time. A little cocky play, though. Things are looking pretty rough for Mailbox's Angels here. They're not too... they're not unrecoverable in gold, but having an Infernal Soul, especially on a Jin, is insane right now. A 4-shot on top of the Infernal Soul chunks. It just hurts.
It's gonna hurt even worse with that collector. It's not gonna feel good. I promise you that.
Definitely not.
Now, it is important to note that currently, folks, this Jin is 7-0. He has all the gold in the world. He is 2,000 gold ahead of the Vayne currently.
And we expected that a little bit, though. Out of 0 kills, he's been dominant in this league. He's been doing pretty well. He's, like I said, the top.
Yeah, I believe you mean one above.
Yeah, one
not
above.
to.
Who did I say?
0 kills.
I was looking at.
He is not the diamond in this game.
Yeah. My bad. I casted 0 kills game last night.
Gotcha.
And the Fizz is going to gauge on this set. Set with the haymaker into, oh my god, the playful trickster at the perfect time didn't take any turret damage. So we
That
do
might
see
have
Shin.
been frame perfect.
Yeah. They are going to try and set up for this Baron. It looks like Maokai, with the TP up, is going to stay bot lane to take this turret. But Set is going to have to back as Jin cancels his back. This Jin is just doing everything right now for his team.
It looks like Rubber Ducky team's plan right now is to force a favorable situation where they can either go to Baron or they get something bot lane. And the Maokai can come if he's needed. So, like, you really have to do something right now if you're on the side of Mailbox's Angels.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to answer. Vane's going to come down. But do you really put Vayne there for this next team fight?
No, I don't like this at all. The second they spot Vayne down here, they can make the Baron call.
Looks like they might back, but they definitely should be going for it right here. They are sending the Shin back, but they are also setting up a little bit of vision control around this Baron as Maokai is going to just back off. Vayne pretty much wasted her time going down there. No farm to be seen. There was no kill for her. I don't really like that decision from Nikolai I was talking about before this game, but that's a tough decision to kind of justify.
Absolutely. They're looking to take top tower here on the side of Rubber Ducky team.
As the Nunu sitting in the river still, Olaf trying to clear up some wards. As we do see Vayne and the Rel are going to try and engage on this Maokai. Rel going in does not get the stun off actually, and they are going to get the stun. And if the Shin TP's down, and it looks like the Vayne is going to go down, and Rel could be soon to follow. Yet the taunt coming off, they do have the damage for it, and that is a double kill, and the Baron being started up.
That's what they were looking for. That's what they were looking for.
Yep. They decided to go down bot and see if they could stop him. The Shin has just been so good at he saved Jin twice. He saved the Maokai twice. He's just been the savior of this team. Every team and every game I've seen, there's just always been that person carrying their team just from the shadows, and it's definitely Shin right now.
He's gotten off a lot of really, really important taunts.
Yeah, I've seen so many saving ults, so many saving engages. It looks like the ult from LP Bandito is going to come through, but not too much to be found there, just trying to clear this wave as they are trying to siege the mid lane.
You know, in my mind, in this game right now, it really feels like it's still a game, of course, but it really is starting to feel like a macro difference here. Rubber Ducky team is just taking everything that they want.
Yeah, they've been pretty much in full control of this game, even when the gold was, even. It just felt like they never lost control of this game. I can't even think of a team.
The gold lead is currently 5,000 in the favor of Rubber Ducky team, or red side.
Yeah, Jin able also to get the IU. We haven't talked about items a whole bunch yet, but we have the Spirit Visage also on the Maokai. We do see the Gore Drink on Olaf, obviously. It doesn't look like it's been doing a lot. Even Leandres hasn't been doing too much for LP Bandito here. But
we have two forms of heal cut on the side of Rubber Ducky team. We've got an Oblivion Orb on the Fizz and a Thorn Mail on the Maokai.
As we do see, they might be able to get
the big damage on the Ziggs.
And the Haymaker comes through. He's a little bit he's very out of position for it. The Fizz does go down in the backline, but it looks like the Rel is going to ult and immediately die for it. The ult coming out for Maokai as he does get in there on...
Maokai flashes forward, he gets the W off!
As Olaf is looking pretty out of his... Olaf just going to get chunked down. We saw a good amount of healing come from that Gore Drinker, but nothing to be found. Vayne is out of position here. If she gets caught...
These are 30-second death timers with Baron on the side of Rubber Ducky team. Do you think they end here?
100%. The only one that's up.
They're going to go for two inhibs instead, maybe.
It looks like they're also going to...
just not with his team. They're just looking to peel the Vayne off so that they can get some damage, I guess.
It looks like this game is going to be over. No one coming up.
Yep.
The Rel's going to come through. Can the Vayne save this game? That's a huge amount of damage coming out on the Jin, but the Vayne does die for it. And it looks like that will be
Looks like this is going to be the game. What a clean game from Rubber Ducky team. Big props to Mailbox's Angels here, though. They hung in all the way until the very end. They were in a position to make a comeback the entire time.
Yeah, they bent a lot. They were trying not to break. They just could not get that last fight off in their favor. As we do have Aided here from the winning team of Rubber Ducky team. How you feeling, Aided?
Pretty good, pretty good. I think we executed on our game plan and kind of kept our heads on straight.
Yeah, we saw that you guys were pushing a lot of pressure into that bot lane for the Jhin, keeping Vayne, in a relatively tough position. Was that your plan going into this after draft?
Yeah, I think we knew based on the draft that it wasn't going to work if we took like a passive approach. I mean, they do kind of scale us, so we wanted to really make sure that the picks we had around our ADC were being used to like apply pressure early. Because I think that's kind of the game plan with this draft.
If I may ask you a question really quick. So at one point in this game, you guys were kind of dancing around Baron. You were looking for a pick. You saw the Vayne go bot lane without teleport. And she was there to match the Maokai that did have teleport. What was the thought process behind not immediately rushing for Baron and instead looking for the pick top lane or the pick bot lane?
Yeah, so I guess we kind of thought that we had time for basically we're like already in the position we want to be, right? We have a teleport bot and someone answered without teleport. We kind of thought that we had a pick, basically. I mean, maybe the right call there is to like call Maokai to TP top and then just force the Baron. But in the moment, it kind of looked like we had a pick on set, or at least a really expensive gank for him, flash and ult. In retrospect, we took so much damage, it kind of made it a little hairy. Props to Sunny Bop for squeaking out of that and dealing a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, we saw top lane go, a little bit in that set's favor, but you guys definitely came back as that was in a little bit of an uncomfortable position after laning phase. But you guys will hold on to the first place spot. How confident are you guys feeling heading into playoffs?
Yeah, I think our team's gelling pretty well. I think that generally we have, champion pools that aren't easily like bannable. I know that this draft they kind of went after one above a bit and on his ADCs, but I think we're flexible enough as a team. We're gelling pretty well that we should be able to perform in playoffs.
Yeah, one above, definitely, in my opinion. I don't know about your opinion, was definitely the MVP of this game.
Yeah, he's always in the middle of some of these fights asking for more, and I think we keep underestimating, but at some point we're gonna realize we just have to like beat meat shields and die around him and let him get those pennas.
Yeah, you did actually a very good job even being in this front line, man. You only died once. You had, I think, about 20 minutes in this game, 90% kill participation. I don't know about, you still had pretty close to that. You were there for every single fight.
Yeah, I hope to be if I'm playing Nunu, right? Hard farming as Nunu is just asking to lose.
Well, do you have any closing thoughts for us before we jump in with Mailbox's Angels?
Yeah, I just want to say GG to them. Well played game. It was pretty clean all around. I think we just kind of squeaked it out on a couple of key moments.
All right, congratulations.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Aided.
Let's see who we drag in from Mailbox's Angels, as it is going to be Mailbox himself. How you feeling?
Oh, that was a great. What's up?
How you feeling after this, man? You guys have been, riding a lot of momentum in the past 3 weeks. An unfortunate loss today, but it was to the number 1 seed. So I wouldn't give you guys too much flack on that. But what do you think just might have went wrong a little bit? What could have changed and gotten you guys back in position?
I griefed.
You griefed?
And it set the precedent for the game. But this team fortunately is bad.
I don't know about
This-
that, man.
this
From our point of view, you definitely stayed even enough to pull the game back into reach all the way until the very end. It seemed
Exactly.
like. Tell
I
me,
haven't played this
what were
game in
your
a week.
thoughts picking your jungler?
Olaf, hard
Yes.
stop. A Smurf on them.
We've seen you play Talia a lot in Smurf. You went for the Olaf this game. I expect you to pull out the Talia again, man. There's one pivotal fight that I have to ask you about. You guys saw them hovering around Baron, and there was a Maokai bot. You guys sent 2 people down there. Maokai had TP up. What was a little bit of the thought process when you sent Nikolai and Runtato down there to deal with the Maokai?
We have to try winning that 2v2. We never force. If they can take Baron whenever they want. Yeah, as long as we kill the Maokai, possibly Shen too, then they will get 2 people off the Baron. And then we can deal with Baron afterwards.
Well, it's pretty unfortunate. Throughout the whole game, you guys were tight in gold. You guys were just very competitive in it. How you feeling going? You're still one of the top contending teams for playoffs. So how you feeling going into the rest of the season into playoffs?
Fine. If that's the best team in the league, then we're fine. They're too scared to keep Kane open. They're too scared to keep Kazakhs open. I'll stomp around a champion in playoffs. Not worried about it.
You heard it here first. Everybody is scared of Mailbox.
Very confident words from Mr. Mailbox. I like to hear it, man.
Well, looks like we will be wrapping up here. Definitely a banger of a game. Very, very much action going on early throughout the whole entire game. Do you have any closing thoughts? Yeah.
Really fun game, and props to both teams. I was expecting this isn't exactly the outcome I was expecting. I was definitely giving the edge in my mind to Rubber Ducky team, but I was really impressed with Mailbox's Angels. How about yourself?
I definitely was giving the favor to Mailbox Angels. I thought they'd be riding off momentum from being undefeated with this lineup. I don't think it's going to hit them too hard. As Mailbox said, it was the best team in the league. So hopefully they come back stronger whenever we see this matchup again, because this was very exciting. But other than that, I think both teams did really well. I think that, just a little unfortunate circumstances, but overall just a great game. As we will be closing out this stream,